projector. Where would it project? Over here? Okay. Anybody wants to go to Vrindavan? What about the rest of you? Rather stay here? Huh? They may not know what is Vrindavan. How many people here have not heard the name of Vrindavan? One hasn't heard about Vrindavan. Everybody else? Okay. We will explain you later what is Vrindavan, but right now we can explain you in the song. Okay, we can play? Jai Radhe, Jai Krishna, Jai Vrindavan. Huh? Oh. Jai Radhe, Jai Krishna, Jai Vrindavan. Shri Govinda Gopinath Madan Mohan. Bolo! Bolo! Jai Radhe, Jai Krishna, Jai Vrindavan. Shri Govinda Gopinath Madan Mohan. Bolo! Shyam Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan. Shyam Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan. Sariti Jamuna Jaya Jaya Mahaman. Bolo Jai Radhe Jai Krishna Jai Vrindavan. Shri Govinda Gopinath Madan Mohan. Bolo Desi Bhai Mansi Bhai Bhagat Khan. Sahasra Leela Chailo Shri Ganga Ganga. Bolo Jai Radhe Jai Krishna Jai Vrindavan. Shri Govinda Gopinath Madan Mohan. Bolo Shri Govinda His Divine Grace, Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki, Namacharya Srila Akash Thakur ki, Jagannath Baldev Devi Subhadra ki, Jagannath Rath Yatra ki, ISKCON Gayana Dham ki, सब भक्तों की all goes to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. Om Ajnanatimirandasya एक बार Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Tapta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurani Shri Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhasya Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin iti namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jaya Mudiraye Nashtaprayeshu Bhatreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttam Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Neshtaki. Thank you. Hare Krishna. So today we're starting the two-day Bhagavatam program we have a two-part presentation for you. I hope you like it. The first part of the presentation is Srimad Bhagavatam, the essence of all Vedic literature. So how do we understand that in fact it is the essence of all Vedic literature? So before we can understand that, we need to understand what is the Vedic literature, what it consists of, and how it is the essence. Then only we come to the understanding. Is that okay? Does anybody have any question before we start? Okay. Somebody say something? You're talking to me? No? Everybody understands my English? I am from India. This is Indian English, or you can call it English. But what most people here speak English, I don't really understand very much. I have to ask them to repeat and go slowly, please. Most people speaking here just regularly, to me, it sounds like they're singing a song. So, we're on this quest to find out how the Srimad Bhagavatam is the essence of the Vedic literature. So first of all, we're trying to understand what is Hindu Dharma. Can anybody volunteer and answer what is Hindu Dharma? All of you talking, are you trying to talk to me? Are you trying to translate my English into English for others? For some reason, some people are talking. I feel like you're talking to me, but then... Okay, if you're talking to me, raise your hand. No answers for what is Hindu Dharma? Okay. We will find out. There are many names. First one to understand is the word Hindu. Does anybody know what the word Hindu stands for? Hindu? Hindu really doesn't stand for anything. It is nowhere to be found in our Vedic literatures. It is a name that has been given to those who call themselves Hindu today by some foreigners who used to come to India for trade, because they had to cross the river Sindhu to get into India. So somehow they named the area the Bharatvarsha. The Vedic name is Bharatvarsha. The Bharatvarsha by them was named Sindhu, and then gradually it became Hindu. And then everybody who lived on the other side of the river Sindhu was labeled to be called a Hindu. That's all that this word Hindu means. It's nowhere in our Vedic literature that we're supposed to be called Hindus. Nothing wrong with it. We don't have any objection to it. We're just trying to point out that where this word comes from and what it means, and also trying to point out the fact that it is nowhere in our literature that we should be called Hindu. This is a more appropriate name for what we call Hindu today, is Varnashram Dharma. What is Varnashram Dharma? Varnashram Dharma means that is based on 4 Varnas and 4 Ashramas. What are the 4 Varnas? Varna is like occupation in English. Sanskrit is Varna. 4 occupations. Occupation number 1 is Brahmanical occupation. Those, not only those who do puja in the temple, those who preach about God, those who teach the rest of the society are supposed to belong to the Brahmana class. The second is the Kshatriya class. Kshatriya occupation. And the Kshatriyas are the ones who are supposed to go to war. Not Kshatriya, because I am born in a Kshatriya family. I am not going to go to the war because I am not in the army, but it gives me a free license to eat meat because I am born in a Kshatriya family. I am a Kshatriya. I have a free license to eat meat because I am a Kshatriya. No. The occupational duty is based on the occupation you do, not the occupation that your father does or did or your forefathers did at one time, or whatever family you're born in. You cannot be Brahmin by just taking a birth in a Brahmin family. Just because you have a Brahmin father does not make you a Brahmin. Same way as if your father is a doctor, you don't start calling yourself a doctor, do you? Would you like to have a surgery performed by a surgeon who's just the son of a surgeon, not a real surgeon? Born in a surgeon family? How many people would agree to that? Nobody. Then similarly, we should not accept somebody to be a Brahmin or a Kshatriya or a Vaishya or a Shudra just because they have taken a birth in that kind of family. So occupation goes by occupation, does not go by birth. So you understand the 4 Varnas. Then there are 4 ashramas. You see the 4 ashramas over there? The first one is Brahmacharya or student life. It applies to boys and girls both. If you are a student life is Brahmacharya. Then goes to the second part of the life, which is Grahastha. And the third part of the life is Vanaprastha. And then the fourth part of the life is Sannyas. How many senior devotees here are ready for sannyas? Okay, we will discuss that later. Not in front of everyone. So, our purpose of this is to explain and to understand that the Dharma is not Hindu Dharma, it's Varnashram Dharma, based on 4 Varnas and 4 Ashramas. Then it is also known as Sanatan Dharma. What is Sanatan Dharma? Everybody knows the name Sanatan Dharma. But what it really means is Eternal. Sanatan means eternal. What does that mean? That it does not have any beginning and it does not have any end. There is no beginning and no end. Just like all the other so-called dharmas today, they have a beginning. Christians have been around for how long? For about 2,000 years. Buddhists about 2,500 years. And Muslims similarly. How long have the Hindus been around? Can somebody tell me? Is there a date when what we call today Hindu Dharma started? There is no date. So it's eternal. The other name that it's also known by is Vedic Dharma. Has anybody heard of Vedic Dharma before? Many Hindu societies, they call themselves Vedic Society, Vedic Sabha, Vedic Ye, Vedic Wo. Vedic Dharma is also another one of the names. Why? We call it Vedic Dharma because it is based on the Vedas. Does everybody understand the Vedas? What does Vedas mean? What are the Vedas? Anybody knows the name of 4 Vedas? Yes, Mataji. Give us the name of 4 Vedas. Samved, Atharvaved, Yajurved, Rigved. Very good. We have a present for the Mataji. Can you go give her this? Raise your hand again, Mataji. That one. So the question is, what are the Vedas? Vedas are just like a manual. Like when you go and buy a product in the market, it comes with a manual, user manual, that would tell you how to use this product, what to do with it, and what not to do with it. Like when you go to buy an iron to iron your clothes, it would come with a manual. It will tell you clearly, don't plug it into the wall and dip it into the water at the same time. Right? Has anybody tried that at home? Please don't try that. That can be very dangerous. So the manual states clearly, don't do this. And then it states very clearly also, do this. If it's a steam iron, fill it up with water when it's not plugged in, and so on. So a manual tells you how to use the product, what to do with it, and what not to do. So similarly, we who are Atmas or souls, we have been given this life or this body. So we can use this body for the right purpose, and we do not use this body for the wrong purpose. That's what the manual tells us. Just like everything else comes with a manual, this body also comes with a manual. And what is that manual called? That manual is called the Vedas. The Vedas guide us. The direct English translation of Vedas is knowledge. Knowledge of what? Knowledge of how to use this body and how not to use this body. If we know how to use this body, that helps us. Where did the Vedas come from? Vedas don't come from us because we were not the first born in this Brahmand. In this Brahman. Brahman is a Sanskrit word for universe. So the first person who was born in this universe, Jivatma, the first Jivatma who was born in this world, who was that? Can anybody tell us? The first Jivatma who was born in this world. Brahmaji. Yes. Right. Who said that? Very good. Brahmaji is the first Jivatma who was born in this world. So when he was born, he did not know what to do. Just like for somebody, let's say yourself, tomorrow you are given a job, go to that factory and go work there. How will you know what to do? You have no clue. Am I the owner here? Am I the manager? Am I the supervisor? Am I the sweeper here? What am I doing? What is my work? Please tell me on my appointment letter. And then somebody has to show me my work. That's only how I can go and work in a factory. I cannot be just say, okay, go work. So, Brahmaji, when he was given the body, he became the first Jivatma to be in this world. He asked the Supreme Personality of Godhead, what did you send me here for? What do you expect me to do? And Lord Brahma was given the Vedas. Lord Brahma shares the Vedas or the knowledge with Narad Muni among so many other sons that he had. And Narad Muni shares the Vedas with Srila Vyasadeva. Srila Vyasadeva is also an incarnation of God, Shaktavesh Avatar. Srila Vyasadeva compiled the Vedas for the Kali-yugis jivas like us 5,000 years ago. The Vedas have been around for how long? Does anybody know? Hundreds of millions of years the Vedas have been around. Hundreds of millions of years. But they were not compiled because they were passed on from generation to generation by oral reception. You speak the Vedas and the next generation hears and their Shrutidhara, they remember everything. These days, you tell your children some very simple instructions and there is no guarantee that they will remember tomorrow. Does anybody have any children here who remember every instruction that they are ever given in one time? No volunteers? Nobody has children like that. It's okay. Because we are Kali-yugi Jivas. We're not supposed to be that. So that's why Srila Vyasadeva compiled, meaning wrote the Vedas for us. As you can see in the picture, Srila Vyasadeva is writing the Vedas on